Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday evening. I hope you've had a nice Tuesday day, whatever you were doing. This only means one thing. This is your general tarot reading. General being the key word there. So for no fixed sign, no matter what you're positioning on a planetary aspect, and no fixed subject. No matter what you're thinking about, what you want to come up, okay? If it comes up, it comes up, whether it be love, relationships, home. Whatever the cards focus on, I will read, okay? And I will read as much for you as possible, considering I'm reading you guys through the screen. And it's not just for one person. If it doesn't resonate, watch me on Sunday. Or watch through the Hermit's Door on Friday. But that's not a tarot reading, that's just a little talky talks. Now, what I'm going to do differently this time. These beautiful colour cards, I'm going to use them again, however, with a little twist. I'm going to shuffle them. Shuffle. Just see when they're ready. Oh, thank you. I'm not reading in there. Not reading them yet. Just see when they're ready. Okay. Well, they are going all over the place. That one wants to go on the top. I'm not going to look at the top. Once I've done this, done the clarifier, we'll get to the colour. And that one on the top will be relative to the reading. Have you thought of a colour already? Maybe you're getting in tune. So it might be a good test for your intuition. Think of the colour now and let's see if it's what is coming up at the end. And if it is, congratulations. Getting to your higher self. Anyway, let's begin. So, let's ask. The first card for my questioners. You are the questioner. The questioner is always the one watching this video. You, my friends, are the King of Cups. You may be using your voice a lot more to say how you really feel about certain situations, whether that be with love, relationships, friends, family, speaking up. But not just speaking up because you necessarily want to be heard. It's speaking up because it's from a place of that genuine emotion, that proper heart chakra energy. Genuine care, you know? You could be opening up to a situation that you didn't before. A situation that I feel you could have been kind of in tepid waters with, not knowing quite where it was going to go. Now you could be at the point where you've literally put your cards on the table and you're saying how you feel about something. Doesn't always mean relationships though, guys. So you take it how it fits for you, okay? Now, it's not like the Five of Swords, where it's like just saying something for the sake of saying something or the last word type thing. This is like, this is how I feel. This is where I stand. Are you with me or am I carrying on? This is with regards to jobs. You're saying what makes you, kind of what floats your boat type thing and what doesn't. Either way, it's like an evolution card, this, but on an emotional level. You have to go through the certain stages, maybe not saying much, maybe putting up with too much, and then get into that point of openness and going, look, this is how I feel. What is that for you? King of Cups. Remember, although it's a king, it can be female, it's not gender specific, it picks up on the energy. It's very relaxed energy there. I'm feeling it. Outside influence. Oh, okay. All right, cards. I hear you. I hear you. I understand. Because this situation, guys, with the Eight of Swords there, this is with a person, a relationship or situationship. They're refusing to see what's in front of them, basically. Or what's in front of their nose, and just, you could be at that point where you just think, opening up, this is where I'm at, However, I can see this external energy, whether it be a personal situation, is holding me back. If this is a person, for whatever reason, they're apprehensive about moving forwards. They know how you feel. You're the King of Cups. How much longer do you want to keep facing this situation? And that's exactly what's happening. Look. So there you got you there. He's facing this energy here. Someone not stepping up? Is someone still continue living in a fear state? Is someone not developing with you? I feel you've held space for quite a while with this situation, whatever that is for you. And the frustration here is that this person, if it is a person, it's like they've allowed their past experiences or situations to put the brakes on the potential of your situation with this person. Now, that won't fit for everyone. If you're in a happy relationship, you're engaged, married, whatever, there's a limiting outside influence with regards to an energy. It is a person, guys, I feel. And it's restricting you. They could be blocking for whatever reason to get to where you need to be because of their own inability to take that blindfold off. You're in a good place emotionally, but you don't always want to stay looking at the Eight of Swords because there's no movement. What do you do? Well, the cards want me to read 78 cards, and I can't. They'd be here all night. Okay. I'm getting it. After the Eight of Swords, which is going to be your position, what's coming up? So let's speak to the divine. Let's tap in here. Let's tap in. Thank you. Oh, okay. Four of Wands. Either way, whatever decision you make, I think sometimes, guys, it's good to say how you feel, but just leave it as that. If this energy or external situation, whatever that is limiting you to some degree because they're not expanding, they're not growing, that's your answer. And it leads you to feeling a lot more stable. The irony is sometimes even what you don't want to hear or what you don't want to happen still gives you your closure, still gives you your happiness, it still gives you your direction. They're celebrating there. There's no down and out energy when this card comes up. However, it gives you the petrol in the car. Does that make sense? So you can move forwards if you want to. Whether you do or not is up to you. You get rewarded on some level just for saying something, you know, speaking in your truth. Let's get into this celebratory kind of energy. And I'm not seeing it in the classic ways like celebrating, yay, happy days type thing. What I am seeing is you celebrating yourself. Because once you acknowledge this energy, it leads you to stability with or without them. It leads you to stability with or without a certain situation. There's a limitation. What is that limitation? It's not coming from you, it's coming from an outside source. Because you're two kings, guys. Look at this. Has this happened before? The future you is the King of Swords. You end up owning your mind. You end up owning your experiences. You end up owning your decisions because you end up a lot more balanced. Just the card before here. You learn how to deal with things head on. Remember the King of Swords in this deck? He's the only court card facing the front. Well, he's only king facing the front. Meaning there's no fear of rejection necessarily. There's no fear of conflict because you've gone through it. You've opened up. Yeah, let's see where this goes, this external situation. But it leads you to balance, leading you to this renewed sense of self. Professionally, you could be looking into a law degree. You could be looking into something to do with law. Again, that doesn't fit for everybody. But it's like your emotional self does meet your logical sense. And because they're both kings here, they're not knights, they're not pages. It's just a level of beautiful acceptance. Now, let's have a look at what comes underneath this Eight of Swords. Underneath the Eight of Swords. Okay, that's about 10. Underneath. I understand what the guides are saying. Okay. Sometimes, guys, I feel you got no choice but to move forwards, you know? Because underneath the outside influence here, we've got the Four of Pentacles. Whatever you've offered, whatever cards you've put on the table for this is that cup there. They don't know. They don't know what they want. They don't know how to move forwards. They don't know. They've got the grass is greener mentality. There's too much contemplation here. Too much not moving forwards. Set limiting beliefs. This person is very guarded on an emotional level. Could even get to the point where they like you being in a certain place, you know? But there's too much expansion on your side for you to keep staying in that place. And this is what the lesson can be sometimes. For you to be the King of Swords, though, it's not always going to be you offering something. This is what the King of Cups is. But because it's a king, it's not like keep offering. It's not going to keep in that energy. Because your stability is forming in such a beautiful way. With, like I say, with or without this energy. But they're stagnant. They're just floundering, going in circles, doing the same thing all the time. Maybe moaning about things, but not doing anything about it. This isn't a person, and what this will be is just a situation that you're faced with, that you'll be facing even, where you might not feel you have a place with it, you know, and it might just feel like, where do you fit in? Because with the King of Swords and the King of Cups, you're high energy here. There's no pretending anymore for you to go into a certain energy and act the part, because it won't serve you in the long term. These are minor energies, but you're two strong court cards. The great thing is, though, with the Four of Wands, the potential within the self, with you, is beautiful. Underneath the Four of Wands, something isn't serving you, guys. Something's just taking ages. Underneath the Four of Wands, what is coming up? Now look at what we have here. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Queen of Cups. It will be coming in to meet you. Remember, you're the King of Cups at the moment, but this has not shown up in the main body of the reading. The Hangman. Isn't this interesting? We had the Hangman as the first card on Sunday. And you're finishing with the Hangman with this card on Tuesday. So it's a reminder more than anything, guys, that this is a beautiful spiritual lesson that you're going through. Something is heavy on your shoulders. There's an expectancy, a need for this energy to come with you. But they're dragging their heels. You might even start to question if they're on the same page as you. However, with the Hangman, 15:15 when I looked at the clock there, number of synchronicity at its best. With the Hangman, remember we call it the wounded healer. Why? Because sometimes we have to go through things that we don't want to go through. Sometimes we have to accept some things from certain people and situations that we don't want to accept. But the minute you accept them, seriously, the Four of Wands energy, it's so much more easy than what you think, guys. It won't be that wrenching situation or that wrenching disappointment. Your mind is developing, your emotions are developing, your spirituality is developing. What do you need to leave behind if it's not meeting you to where you need it to be? It could even be an old set way. It doesn't have to be anything new that's happened. It can be, would you look at this? King of Cups. King of Cups. Now, the fact that this has come up as an overall clarifier, and it's the first card, which is the strongest, which is you. This is your energy at the moment. This is what you'll be feeling for a little while, guys. That water energy. He's meditating in this card. It's nice. You be the king of your own cups. Basically meaning you be the king of your own emotional self. There's too much fogginess at the moment with an outside situation. Be clear. Be clear on what you want, how you communicate that. That's all you can do. The Four of Wands is good though. It does suggest that sense of grounding, that sense of balance. And where you opened up with your emotions, your mind opens up so much more. But it does lead you to this beautiful spiritual energy. This is the highest spiritual card as far as I'm concerned. Lessons learned and all that. Again, what it could be, you could end up you could wait around for this energy to catch up with you. That's your call, that's down to you. But the fact that you got the King of Cups coming up as a clarifier, it's up to you how long you want to wait. I can't tell you what to do. It's your free will. Oh. Let's have a look and see what card is at the top. What colour did you think of? Because we've got green. And it says, revitalize your nervous system, which is wonderful. Now, the revitalizing of your nervous system doesn't mean necessarily that you're a really nervous person and you're going around all anxious. But what it does mean is to feed your cells as much as possible with your higher self, with the divine knowing, with the not fearing an outcome. Because this is coming up in your position in the future, remember? This isn't anything to be feared. So if you are over-assessing a situation, from an external situation even, whatever that is, doesn't have to be relationships, it could be friends, family, work situation that's floundering, dragging their heels. Don't become absorbed in that, because it's going to affect your nervous system. You're going to start to see things that aren't there. You're going to start to feel that flight or fight mode, releasing all that cortisol that anxiety does. There's no high anxiety here, but don't get to that point. Own your power. You are two kings. Then you're the hangman. If you choose to wait, you choose to wait. It's your call, like I keep saying. But there's a beautiful transition. Double King of Cups energy. If it feels like, you know, the swan effect, how it looks calm at the top and but the legs are going 10 to the dozen. If it feels that way, it won't be like that way for a long, long, long time. Ultimately, what do? Do you wait for this energy to catch up with you? Or do you develop that aside and embrace this Four of Wands? I shall leave it there, guys. Hope that made some sort of sense for you. If not, like I said, you can watch me on Sunday. Yes, because it's Tuesday today. You take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday evening. Have a beautiful week. I will be posting in the week, of course. And you'll see me again for another video on Friday with Through the Hermit's Door. Okay? Have a lovely, lovely Tuesday. Have a lovely Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Message me with any queries with regards to a personal reading, half an hour or an hour, and I will let you know my price and availability. You take care. Look after yourselves as always, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.